Jeff Hoffman was an all-star for the Phillies last year, and today he's the closer for the Jays after signing a 3-year, $33 million deal. He's an interesting case as he writes with his left hand and pitches with his right, and he has an underrated walkout routine. But the real surprise lies in his deceivingly good season. He has been a crucial part of the Jays bullpen this year, and even though his surface stats can look questionable, the underlying metrics and certain niche statistics will help me prove why he is fixable and having rather an underrated season. Some of his niche stats are pretty amusing. Hoffman seems to be a home warrior, as his road ERA is at an alarming 5.31. So I guess the strategy on a surface level should be to keep him only at the Rogers Center, but that would just be silly. The most commonly used stat to identify a pitcher's effectiveness is his ERA. His ERA is at a 4.56 clip, which is alarming for a starter, even more scary for a closer. Looking at his advanced stats, his expected ERA is a whole run lower at 3.55. Why do his advanced stats favor him so much compared to his surface stats? Let's take a deep dive, and please like and subscribe while we're at it. Jeff Hoffman certainly possesses great stuff, backed up by his stuff plus values on his pitches. His fastball has a 118 stuff plus value, his splitter at 117, and a slider at 112, all significantly above average. This is clear when looking at his movement chart. The half-hashed areas are league average. Looking at the red, his fastball, you can see it runs higher and more to the right than the average fastball. In fact, his pitch cuts 4.1 inches more to the right and carries the plane 1.6 inches higher. His splitter has a lot more horizontal movement than average, and his slider has a lot more depth downwards. In theory, this should make it harder for batters to barrel up the ball, as the more cut on the fastball would lead to more soft contact off the end of the bat, and more rise on the pitch should lead to more pop-ups and weak fly balls, but this isn't the case. The average ratio for fly balls to home runs is about 10 to 14%, but Hoffman's is significantly higher at 24%. This is very surprising. But here are some stats that can shed light into why this is happening. His barrel rate compared to his previous two All-Star years in Philly has almost doubled, going from 7.6% in 2024 to 14% this year. Barrels mean bombs, and this could result in more fly balls traveling farther due to where the bat contacted the ball. Looking at his StatCast chart, all of this red is absolutely amazing. He induces a lot of chase, meaning hitters swing at pitches they really shouldn't, and a high whiff rate, meaning that pitches in the strike zone, hitters are struggling to touch, leading to an impressive strikeout rate, which is very valuable among relievers. So swing and miss strikeouts is definitely not a problem. This means that hitters possibly are sitting on his fastball, shown by his negative run value, meaning that compared to the league average fastball, his, even though the stuff is good, gives up more runs. MLB hitters can hit an elite fastball at 100 miles hours or plus if they know that it's coming, and it seems like that could be the case. In some counts, especially when he's trailing, 3 ball counts, 2 ball counts, no strikes, Hoffman is leading on his fastball too predictably. And even when the stuff is elite, it can only take it so far, as a fastball, even the best ones, don't move nearly as much as a breaking pitch. A closer in the MLB is the best relief arm in the pen usually, and the most effective ones pair great stuff with average to elite control. But ones who possess only one of these two traits are like a guard dog who can't bark, being average in effectiveness. Hoffman is very average in terms of control, with only one of his pitches grading above 100 in location plus. His splitter, which is very impressively at 126, is by far the best pitch where he can locate in the shadow zone and in places where hitters can't do damage. His fastball is right at league average at 98%, but his slider is only at 90. So if he can't locate the slider enough and people aren't chasing, then Hoffman only has 2 pitches. If he's behind the count and hitters know that they're going to get a fastball, then voila. This might be a factor into why his ERA is so high. When hitters get into these counts and he isn't locating his breaking pitch, they seem to do well because they know they're not going to get the splitter, they're going to get the fastball. But when Jeff Hoffman is in a pitcher's count, when he has 2 strikes, then the nasty stuff plays up and movement sends hitters straight back into the dugout. His ERA by month is striking. April he holds a 1.35 ERA, June 1.8. He has been dominant. July and August, he has been above league average at 3.75. But May, he was absolute butt, possessing a 13.5 ERA. That's hard to comprehend. But taking away May, on the season, he has an ERA at 2.37, which is absolutely amazing. And he is performing well as a whole, converting 26 out of 30, 86% of his save opportunities. Where an elite closer converts from 80 to 90% of their saves, Hoffman finds himself comparable in this category to all-stars like Munoz and Robert Suarez. If Hoffman can deliver in all counts and continue to use his nasty stuff effectively, he should just be what the Jays need to lock down and secure games for the rest of the year. Thanks for swinging by this week's Immaculate Inning, and I'll be sure to see you next week. Also, like and subscribe to support this growing upcoming channel. Thank you guys as always, and stay safe and happy, and enjoy baseball.